Hello everybody, we are back with the Rams franchise. Today we have a battle between two teams on the complete opposite end of the standings. We are at 9-1, tied with the Cowboys, who we did actually beat earlier in the season head-to-head, handing them their only loss of the season so far, and we both are tied for the best record in the NFL. Whereas the Broncos, they are at 2-8, tied with four other teams for the worst record in the NFL at the moment. So we are trying to pick up a win, avoid the upset, and that win, it would get us closer to locking up the NFC West division title. The game plan on offense today should be a simple one when you look at what the Denver defense has done this season up until this point. They are 14th against the pass, but 28th against the run. And that makes a lot of sense when you look at who they have in their secondary. So we should probably try and win on our ground game today, not only because the Denver defense is bad at stopping the run, but also because our top receiver Cooper Kupp is still out with an abdomen tear, along with Jamal Holcomb, who is also out with an abdomen tear. So we will see if we can get an early lead and then win on our ground game to finish this one off. The Denver offense, it is not very good. Their quarterback is Desmond Ridder, who did have a Winsanity type run in 2024. He would be pretty good that year, but after that, it's been awful. He has not been very good, and it's safe to say his Winsanity run is over. And the Denver offense, they rank 28th in points per game, 32nd in passing, and 18th in rushing. So they have a bit of success this year when they do run the ball with Javonte Williams. But if we can take him away and force Denver to try and lean on their bad quarterback in Desmond Ridder, then maybe our safety tandem of Jordan Fuller and Jason Taylor II can make some plays along with our great cornerback duo of Nolan Walker and Addison Caver. We are going to be without one of our edge rushers in Blake McCollum, who will miss the game due to a back strain. So it'll be Benji Shepard and Ronnie Perkins getting a lot of work opposite of Byron Young. And you can expect to see a bit of Michael Hoyt, who we have not seen this season very much at all. So we'll see if we can pick up a win here, avoid the upset, and get closer to locking up the NFC West division title. Let's get into this Week 12 game. So nobody's surprised, Denver is going to begin with a handoff to Javonte Williams, who I'm sure the Broncos want to try and ride as much as possible in this one with how bad Ridder has been on the season. The Broncos have to trust Ridder on 3rd and 7. He is just going to throw the ball away, meaning Denver has gone 3 and out to get us started here. LA is going to take over, already up near midfield in a good spot. Gibson will receive a bit of help from Tevin Jenkins. And that'll be a gain of 6 as Tevin Jenkins is going to push Gibson into plus territory. From the 47 of Denver, Rosen hits Anthony Allen on the right side, and with that completion, Josh Rosen is now over 19,000 passing yards in his career, a big moment for the 9th-year man out of UCLA. He is going to be sacked on the very next play, though. He had a check down available in Gibson on the right side, but he just didn't see him. So he ends up getting sacked by Zach Gallen, the ex-Arizona Cardinal. Rosen takes the check down this time, and it's going to work out. Mike Williams ran right by Drew Sanders, and that check down is going to turn into a first down. Gibson, following Steve Avila, the Rams center, up to the 17 to make it 3rd and short. A run-heavy look on 3rd and 1. And the Rams do run it here with Gibson to the left side. He gets the first down just barely, going down to the 15. So LA in the red zone. Gibson, left side again. He breaks a tackle, but the Denver defense will rally to him and not allow much to be picked up after the broken tackle. From the 10, a pass to the end zone will be caught by Mike Williams, and the Rams have taken a 7-0 lead on the 130th passing touchdown of Josh Rosen's career. So a couple of milestones for Josh Rosen on that drive as the Rams take a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. A gain of 10 for Javonte Williams as Sammy Patton is going to whip to the sideline at the end of the play. The Broncos go back to Javonte Williams, and it will result in a first down this time. Not much after the first down, though. From the 39, Ridder under pressure, he can't get away. He'll be sacked by Emmett Spearman, who had a very slow start to this season, but now he's got a sack in back-to-back games. 3rd and 13. Ridder trying to buy some time, and he'll just end up throwing the ball away again, meaning the Broncos will have to punt the ball away again. The Rams starting this drive a bit further back than their last one. It'll be Montel Rodriguez. He's going to take the handoff up to the 36. Third down. A blitz on the way. Rosen hit as he let it go, and the pass will fall to the ground incomplete. So the Rams end up going 3 and out. Denver, from their own 23, trying to get some offense going. Javonte Williams, he's averaging 4.9 yards per carry on the season. He'll pick up 6 yards on first down. On second down, they go back to him. He cuts to his left end, finds a nice lane. He's got the first down easy and is up to the 38-yard line. Already under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Ritter is going to spin to his left, and he's going to be sacked again, this time by Ronnie Perkins, who has now 4 sacks on the season, and that is his first sack of the season, not against the rival 49ers. Third and long. Ritter is going to launch the ball back to his right, and it'll go out of bounds, and the Broncos will end up punting it away again. The Rams have more good starting field position. It'll be a handoff to Antonio Gibson, who is playing in his 101st career game in the NFL. He's going to make a cut back there to make it 3rd and 3. Rosen going to his right. He's got Michael Kirkpatrick all alone. He is gone. A 45-yard touchdown for the Rams, who have now extended their lead up to 2 scores here in the first half, thanks to a big play from Michael Kirkpatrick. Denver, desperate to get any offense going. It's going to be a deep ball here to Marvin Mims. He's up to the 45 with the longest play of the day for the Denver offense. Williams getting a handoff, and he's dropped in the backfield by Chris Stanley, who absolutely just ate up Javonte Williams. It's a loss of 2. Third down. Ritter going down the field, and he's going to be picked off. The NFL's leading interception thrower throws it to the NFL's leading interceptor in Nolan Walker, who now has 5 interceptions on the season, and the Rams are going to take over deep in Denver territory with a chance to make it a 3-score lead early in the game. Rosen wants to go to the end zone on the first play after the turnover, and it's going to be deflected away by Patrick Surtain. A great play to cover that much ground to break the pass up. Rosen going to the end zone again, and this time it's going to be caught by Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, and his 55th receiving touchdown of his career. The Rams have gone up 21-0 in the first half. The Broncos have to get something going soon, or this could be a blowout. Cassidy Yates, a second-year tight end, is going to pick up a first down. He came out in that same draft class as Michael Kirkpatrick. Denver has not one good tight end, but 2. Greg Dulcich. The other, he's got a gain of 4 there. Third down. Ritter is going to fire over the middle, and the ball will not get to Jerry Jeudy. That'll make Ritter 4 of 11, and the Broncos end up punting it away. LA, from their 21, it's Montel Rodriguez, left side. A huge hole is opened up for him, and he's going to show some burst, taking this handoff up to the 44-yard line. Now Rosen will get a throw. He's got time. He's going to fire over the middle to Terrence Gatewood. The Rams going deep down the depth chart at wide receiver, and Gatewood has a gain of 27. So LA threatening to make this a blowout. It's Anthony Allen taking a reverse, and he's going nowhere but backwards. Jermaine Johnson, the ex-Jet, makes that a loss of 7. Third down. A blitz on the way. Rosen is going to check it down to Michael Kirkpatrick, and that will not get a first down. So the Denver defense is able to at least force the Rams here to kick a field goal. They would make it. So still a 3-score lead for LA, but they're now up 24-0. A deep ball on the right side will be caught by Cortland Sutton. I don't think he really held on to that one long enough to make that a catch, but the refs are going to call it a catch on the field, and it was not overturned after a review. Here is Jerry Jeudy getting pulled down by his face mask. The penalty is going to be called on Devin White, so Denver moving the ball down the field quickly thanks to some help from the refs and the Rams defense. Jerry Jeudy is going to spin off a defender, somehow staying on his feet and making his way up to the 8 with a gain of 8. Seconded short. It's a handoff to Javonte Williams. He's met by Bobby Brown III, and he is going to get the first down. Some tough running there from Javonte Williams. Now a fake to him, and Ritter is going to be sacked by Tim Settle Jr., also Byron Young in on the play, and that'll make it now 2nd and goal way back at the 14. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. It is a screen to Williams. Emmett Spearman all over that one. A loss of a couple more there. Loss of 5. 3rd and goal way back at the 18. The Broncos are going to call another screen, just showing how little trust they have in Desmond Ridder. And that will not get the job done. So Denver is going to end up settling for a field goal on 4th and goal from back at the 17. The kick is good, so the shutout is no more. A now 24-3 lead for LA, getting late in the first half. Sky Moore is going to catch a check down, and he's got a gain of 5. The clock did not stop on that one, so a lot of time came off the clock. And now it is 3rd and 5. A pass on the left side will be caught by Mike Williams, who is at a busy first half. He's up to the 37, and the Rams will use their last timeout now with 37 seconds to go in the half. Rosen going deep down the middle of the field in the traffic. It is incomplete. Well, there is a flag on the play, and it's obviously going to be pass interference on the defense. A lot of contact deep down the field, so the Rams are now in field goal range. But they have to be careful. They cannot get tackled in bounds, and Gibson is going to do a good job here of avoiding that. He heads out of bounds at the 32. 3rd and 3. Rosen is going to go up top, going to the end zone for Mike Williams, and it's going to be incomplete. Nearly another deep ball touchdown there for the Rams, but it just didn't happen. So Tanner Brown is on to kick a field goal. He puts it right down the middle, and the Rams extend their lead, and we will head into halftime. This matchup between two teams at the opposite end of the standings, with the Rams on top of the Broncos, 27-3. Let's get right into the second half. It'll be a handoff to Anthony Allen, his second run of the game, and it goes far better than his first, which was a loss of 7 on a reverse. 3rd and 6. Rosen, with time and a clean pocket, is going to step up, fire on the move, down the field to Sky Moore, who is all alone. He'll be swung to the ground at the Denver 45 with a big gain and a first down. I really thought the Rams were going to come out and run the ball a ton, but they just haven't had a ton of success on the ground in this one, at least consistently. I mean, only a gain of 1 there for Gibson, who's only averaging 3.9 yards per carry. On 3rd and 9, it'll be a sack. Patrick Surtain II came there off the edge on the blitz, and the Rams are going to have to settle for a 58-yard field goal attempt on 4th and 18. That, of course, Tanner Brown will drill. So LA up 30-3 in the 3rd quarter. Denver, in hope of at least getting something going on this drive, is going to begin the drive with a check down to Jerry Jeudy, who's got a gain of 7. Jeudy is now a veteran wide receiver in the NFL at this point. He's in his 7th season out of Alabama. Javonte Williams will take it straight ahead for a first down. He's up to the 43. Ridder, after making some adjustments, is going to bail in the pocket. No, now he's going to go deep down the field to the end zone for Sutton, and he couldn't quite make the catch. Caver was able to knock the pass out in the last second, and even Sutton had to respect that play. On 3rd down, Ridder, left side, is going to have his pass caught by Marvin Mims, who made a great leaping catch, and Denver is all the way to the LA 25. On 2nd and 10, Javonte Williams is met in the backfield and driven even further back by Michael Hoyt. That may be his first tackle of the season, and it's a pretty good one. 3rd and 14, Ridder spins to his left, is going to wob on the move down the field for Jerry Jeudy, and they're going to rule it incomplete. He had the ball a long time, and it's still going to be ruled incomplete. Remember earlier in the game when Courtland Sutton had the ball for like half a second, and it was ruled a catch? Well, somehow that one, which was possessed even longer by Jerry Jeudy, is ruled incomplete. I don't know what the refs are doing. They're very inconsistent with their catch or non-catch rulings. There is Matzo Rodriguez with a gain of a few to make it 3rd and 4, as Denver is able to make it 30-6. They kicked a field goal on 4th down. Here is an interception for a defensive lineman, Jermaine Johnson II, the ex-Jet, who had 0 interceptions in his NFL career, 0 back in college. Maybe he had an interception back in high school, but more than likely that's his first interception of his entire career of playing football. Javonte Williams with a gain of 5 on his 15th rush of the day. Now at the 32 of LA. It'll be a quick pass left side to Cassidy Yates, and he's up to the 21 with a first down. So Denver just outside the red zone. Hoping to make this maybe a 2-score game, but that will not happen on this play. Byron Young is able to get the sack, the 40th of his career. Second and long. Ritter going deep over the middle to Cassidy Yates. It'll be a touchdown-saving tackle from Jordan Fuller, but that is going to make it goal to go for Denver. First and goal from the 3. Ritter going underneath for Greg Dulcich, and he's nearly intercepted by Devin White, who got his hands on it. Second and goal. They put it in the hands of their fullback, Hairston. He breaks a tackle, and he didn't get in. He's going to be ruled down at the 1. Third and goal. What does Denver do here? They're going to throw it quick right side to Jerry Jeudy, and this time he is able to hang on. It is a touchdown, and now Denver, they have a chance to make it a 2-score game if they can complete this 2-point conversion. Ritter is going to spin to his left. He's going to connect with Marvin Mims, and he can't make his way into the end zone, so Denver fails the 2-point conversion, which is going to leave this a 3-score lead for LA. Denver is back on offense, so right away, Ritter going deep down the field. He's got Cortland Sutton, and he'll be brought down by Jordan Fuller all the way at the LA 21. Now 3rd and 11. Ritter and the Broncos go under center, and they're going to run it. Williams breaks a tackle, but he can't get much further after breaking the tackle. He's down to 17. And Denver is going to line up for a field goal here on 4th down. The kick is blocked. Andrew Booth, what a play from the ex-Minnesota Viking to block the field goal and keep this a 3-score lead for LA. Denver with some interesting decisions there. They end up running it on 3rd and long and then kicking the field goal. But they are back on offense, and they got a big play from Cassidy Yates, who's rumbling down the field inside the 10 and chased down by Kelvin Joseph at the 6. And Denver has it goal to go again. They go empty on 1st and goal. Ritter has way too much time. He's going to extend the play. Now he's going to try and take it himself, and he's hammered down by Emmett Spearman at the 3 with a gain of 3. They go under center on 2nd and goal. Javonte Williams takes the handoff, and he's chased down from the backside. Ronnie Perkins makes a nice tackle. 3rd and goal at the 4. Ritter is going to go right side for, that was Sutton, and it's knocked out by Kelvin Joseph. So it's now 4th and goal. Denver has to go for it. Down by 3 scores. Ritter, left side to the end zone for Sutton, and again it's going to be broken up by Kelvin Joseph. So a goal line stand by the LA defense. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Rams take over at their own 4. Rosen on the move is going to fire to his right and miss Mike Williams. The ball came a bit awkwardly out of Josh Rosen's hand. Really just a bad throw from him. Pressure on the way. Rosen again on the move, and he's going to miss another receiver. This time it was Sky Moore. The throw is behind him. 3rd and 10. LA going empty. Rosen is going to pump fake in his own end zone. That was a mistake. He is going to be sacked by Travis Jones. It is a safety, and we have ourselves a 2-score game with Denver having possession. So they have a good shot here. They at least have a chance. And they could go down the field, score a touchdown, and get a 2-point conversion, and get an onside kick. And we have a very interesting game on our hands. Ritter is going to fire across his body and the field to a wide open man in Cortland Sutton. He is going to go out of bounds at the LA 33 with about 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Ritter, under pressure, is going to throw behind Cassidy Yates, who already has a catch on this drive. The ball was behind him, though. 3rd and 10. Pressure on the way. Ritter is going to throw it falling away, and it'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And that is going to bring up 4th and 10. Denver in need of a big play here. Who are they going to look to? Ritter under pressure. He's hit as he let it go, and it'll be incomplete. The pressure applied by Kobe Turner, who always seems to come up big late in games, and he makes a huge play there. The Rams have a chance to run this one out. Instead, they're going to throw it deep down the field. Anthony Allen, he's behind the Denver defense, and he's gone. A 67-yard touchdown for the Rams, who are going to run up the score here and make this a 3-score game again. And really just put the game away, but Denver, they have driven down the field and have it at the 3. They're going to complete a pass and score a touchdown. Brandon Bronson, that is his first catch in the NFL, and it goes for a touchdown. And Denver will go for 2 to try and make it a 2-score game and make it interesting, but they don't get the 2-point conversion. Sammy Patton makes this stop. So really it's all down to this onside kick. And even if they get it, they're still down by 3 scores. They will not get it. Anthony Allen will recover, and that is going to be the game. The Rams are going to be able to run this one out and go on to win this one 37-20 over the Broncos. We did end up winning this game by 3 scores, but I cannot call this a pretty win. The Denver offense came into this game averaging 167 passing yards per game. They were the worst pass offense in the NFL. I'm not sure if they're going to be the worst after this one, because we just gave up over 400 yards through the air to Desmond Ridder and the worst pass offense in the NFL. That's just unacceptable. If you are going to be giving up that many yards through the air, you shouldn't, but if you are, you have to be more opportunistic than we were in this one. We only had 1 interception, and that was just not enough. So either be more opportunistic or just be better. Hopefully we're just better at defending the pass moving forward like we were heading into this game. I thought our pass defense was playing at a high level, but it just was awful in this one. The offense had a good first half and a good start to the third quarter. That opening drive of the second half was pretty solid, but once we got sacked there on a cornerback blitz and had to kick a field goal, the offense was not very good in that second half, besides the one play to Anthony Allen. And that was just not good enough to close out the game in a reasonable fashion, which would have helped the defense out and kept them off the field more. But we had a bunch of 3-and-outs and just could not get the ground game going. And that's really not a good sign. If you want to be good in the postseason and beat good teams, you have to be able to run the ball at least a little bit. And we were really not able to run the ball very effectively at all in this game. We have a couple more upgrades after the game. This one for Kelvin Joseph, who is usually a player that gets picked on when he's out there because they're not going to be throwing the ball at Addison Caver. They don't want to throw it at Nolan Walker as of late because he's picking everything off. And then our safety tandem is pretty highly rated. So they got to throw it at somebody, and it's either the linebackers in coverage or Kelvin Joseph. We do have some good injury news, and that is that Jamal Holcomb is recovered from his abdomen tear, and he'll be out there in our next game. And I do expect him to get a lot of playing time, even though he has not had the most impressive rookie season. With Cooper Kupp still being out, it'll be Mike Williams, Anthony Allen, and Jamal Holcomb getting a lot of playing time. And then we'll mix in some other receivers behind them. We also have good news in that Blake McCollum is healthy enough to play next week. He has recovered from his back strain. Now, I do want to put it out there that he has not been very good when he has been on the field as of late. He hasn't done anything since the Bills game, which was a long time ago at this point. So Ronnie Perkins, he's been playing pretty well. We also got Benji Shepard and Michael Hoyt. I think we're going to mix in a couple of those guys if Blake McCollum is unable to get going. Speaking of getting going, Emmett Spearman, I thought he was doing just that. He has a sack in back-to-back games, but unfortunately, he is going to be out next week. So Eric Armstead is going to get a fill-in start. He could be a starter on a few teams at least. He still has a fairly high overall and good ratings. He hasn't done a ton for us this season. We'll see if he can make the most of his one start that he's going to have while Emmett Spearman's out. Chris Stanley, he made an impact in today's game. Hasn't been on the field a lot, but I think he is going to be next week. He'll be the main backup interior defensive lineman, and we'll see if he's able to get his first sack of his NFL career. We have added some insurance for the interior defensive line by going out and bringing back Jalen Redmond, who has been on this team a few times now in this franchise, but we had to add an extra body for the interior defensive line in case another injury happens to that group. Charlie Jones, he was the odd man out. He has been released to open up the roster spot for Jalen Redmond. I know he did help us out, but we just are getting back Jamal Holcomb, and Cooper Kupp is expected back the week after, so we don't really need Charlie Jones on the roster at the moment. There was a look at the playoff picture before we head into Week 13, where we are going to have a battle between the two LA teams, and it'll be a matchup between two teams trying to make the postseason. If the postseason were to start today, they would both be in it. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.